Hey, Laura J here at the end of a fabulous day that I am so grateful for at the end of the final month of an insane year. And I thought it was interesting because while I was at the drugstore getting some chocolate milk and a gift for my mom, after having sent off a registered post document to help in the process of moving into my private capacity as a woman with all rights reserved, there was a man with a mask that came in, not to rob the place, of course. However, what was so fascinating to me is that I was the only unmasked, authentic one in the space, strangely enough. And he came over to me and the man in front of me who had been waiting patiently to get through a very long lineup, and he made a comment about something and then said, well, maybe you guys can help us. Do you know where I might be able to get shot? And I said, I don't know, but I'd run from that. No, I didn't. I just said, I can't help you with that. Last one to be able to advise on that. So the other man kind of laughed and then said, I think you got to go back to the pharmacy. And so the man went off on his merry way. And then the other man and I started conversation. And then shortly thereafter, after I had shared some of my BS about what's going on with this gentleman who had laughed at the fact that I wouldn't participate in his inoculation, so to speak, that then we had a dialogue and he said he didn't care so much either way as to what people chose. And I said, well, I will not share my private medical information in a public setting. It's unnecessary. And then I was recalling the story with friends afterwards, and I had said it's kind of like your virginity. Until you actually tell someone you've lost it, they don't know. But once you actually reveal whether you've lost it or not, it's out there. You can't take that back. So I decline sharing my private medical information either way. So you don't really know whether I have or I haven't. It's up to you to guess. And anyway, so then the man came back by everyone else and stood right here, not in any way afraid of me, it seemed. And he said, well, they do it here, but they don't have any left. And I said, well, it's your lucky day. Go off on your way and enjoy it. And whatever I said along those lines. So you may have an idea. You may be able to hypothesize which side of the fence I sit on. But what I say at the end of this day is that regardless of whether you are on this side or this side of the fence, in a community, the grass can look green on both sides if we water both sides of the fence. And so I would like to just simply put forward a notion this evening as I get myself ready for a good night's rest to keep my immune system healthy and strong as a woman in my private capacity with all rights reserved at all times, and simply say that if you choose to stand as I am, as a man or woman in your private capacity with all rights reserved, that means your private medical information or any other private information does not need to venture into the public space unless you let it. Unless you choose to take on the personage that is a title that drops your status as a man or woman into something other, which then was created by man and is owned by man. So I just wanted to offer that thought after that interaction and say, I will not share whether I am or am not, but I will say we are stronger together, regardless of what side of the fence that we stand on. So, Laura J, namaste, namago.